After a great time in New Zealand, I needed to cross the Tasman over to Sydney. Last time I had flown Qantas in economy, and found the flight pleasant enough, but wondered if there was perhaps a better way. So I put it to you, the viewers, as a vote. I was hoping for something exciting, like a fifth freedom route by Emirates, China Airlines, or LATAM. But no, you picked Air New Zealand. So I have all of you to thank or blame here. Given the pricing, more on that later, I splurged for premium economy. How was it? Let's find out. Full disclosure here. I love New Zealand. I love the people. I even love Air New Zealand as an airline. But their fare classes make little sense, and they've introduced a new concept that I fear may become more widespread. So if you just want the overly positive flight review, click on the timestamp below. No, I'll actually put it right here. Click now if you get easily upset. Because I'm sorry, Air New Zealand, you need some real tough love here, and no, I'm not going to hold back. Though at least I won't literally be dumping on you. I am a little nervous to criticize any Anzacs though, given the reception to some of my prior videos.
He doesn't like you.
I'm sorry.
I don't like you either.
I've railed plenty about the ills of basic economy, how it's just a way of the airlines to get you to pay more for what you used to have. But there's still some boundaries that civilized airlines haven't crossed. Sure, you may not get to select a seat. In United's case, you can't even bring on a carry-on. But once you're settled into your terrible middle seat, you're the same as everybody else. You get the same in-flight service. A meal if there is one. In-seat or streaming entertainment if there is any. But on their Trans-Tasman service, Air New Zealand has started something else, something dangerous. Actively deactivating features of the aircraft to make your in-flight experience worse.
Air New Zealand know that no two passengers are alike, which is why they let you choose how you want to fly. I'm travelling on a seat ticket.
And I've got the works.
First of all, you need a matrix or a flowchart to even figure out what kind of experience you can have. If you're on 777 or 787, it's a 3-class configuration, with business class, premium economy, and economy. On smaller aircraft, there's only economy and the works deluxe, i.e. European-style business class, and you know my thoughts on that by now. Even Qantas has recliner seats. But economy is further subdivided into 3 more fare classes. The works is what economy used to be across the Tasman. You get to pick a seat, you get a checked bag, you get a beverage, and a meal. And the in-flight entertainment screen in front of you actually works. But if you pick one of the cheaper fares, seat or seat plus bag, they reduce your in-flight entertainment. Want it to actually work and be able to watch the movie selection? That'll be $10, please. And full beverage service or food? No, you only get tea or coffee. Anything else, you pay for. That I would chastise a low-cost carrier for. But Air New Zealand? The wonderful, colorful airline that I want to say nothing but good things about? That hurts. That's a new low, and I will draw the line here.
Oh, I could be your barker. Spreading the tales of
Air New Zealand, the best airline down under.
Come here.
Yeah. Kia ora this mother. If you want to compete with Jetstar, fine. Just roll out a new airline called Thrifty Kiwi or something.
Yeah, I'm a Kiwi.
But please don't pollute a real airline with this garbage. I'm also worried about the direction the airline is taking with the delivery of the new A320 and A321 Neo aircraft. Legroom is 29 to 30 inches, which makes American's Project Oasis downright luxurious in comparison. And you need a document as long as War and Peace to understand where to sit. here I am, reading only the topic sentences of a guide to the seats. Space plus passengers on the left side of Air New Zealand's A321 Neo. The A, B, and C seats from rows 2 through 8 enjoy a pitch of 83 centimeters, but at row 9, this drops back to 81 centimeters. However, if you're any of the right side space plus seats, the D, E, and F, 83 centimeters is yours only from rows 2 through 5. Sit in rows 6 and 7, you'll notice an increased 81 centimeter pitch. Rows 10 through 16 on the left side and 8 through 16 on the right side, the seat pitches further to 30 inches. But the squeeze really sets in from row 18, where almost every row on the left side of the plane, A, B, and C, is closely spaced at 73.6 centimeters, 29 inches. The notable exceptions of row 35 and 36, where you get a smidge more extra knee room courtesy of the seat separation being 76 centimeters or 30 inches. This is reversed on the right side of the aircraft. The D, E, and F seats from row 18 through 37 offer 30 inches of pitch, although rows 36 and 37 are 29 inches apart. And the width of the seats are also different. The middle seats are 2 centimeters wider than the aisle in the window, and there's no AC power, only USB. And you have to pay for Wi-Fi, more on that in a bit. Okay, enough of my frustration here. But if you have a choice between a wide-body aircraft and one of these new torture tubes, pick the 777 or 787. Also, when tallying up all the extras, Premium Economy is only $4 more than the works, so I went with that. And once you get to Premium Economy, there are no more of these shenanigans. Fortunately, this rubbish is only on the Trans-Tasman routes for now, not the long-haul ones. For now. And it had better well stay that way. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's get to this review. Air New Zealand's Premium Economy does not grant you lounge access. Fortunately, Priority Pass gets you into the Strata Lounge, one of the best lounges in the network. Upon entering, you see an actual kitchen, a very good sign. There's varied seating, though not the most comfortable, and power outlets at the counter. The food was pretty decent for breakfast, and alcohol is self-serve. There's even shower suites. So, good job, Strata Lounge. You definitely are worth arriving early for. Sadly, my flight was delayed. The 777-300ER had had a busy day, flying from London to Los Angeles, sadly that route was discontinued, then flying to Auckland, before continuing on to Sydney. Although scheduled for 9 AM, we didn't board until 9:17. We were notified on the Air New Zealand app, though, that boarding had started. We first walked through the mini cabin for Business Premier, which you can see my review of up here on the right. Premium Economy is laid out in a 2-4-2 layout on the 777, with the exception of 2 seats in the middle in the last row. I frankly loved everything about the cabin. The mood lighting is great. The seat is a very comfortable leather with adjustable headrest. Legroom is 41.5 inches, which is incredibly generous. There's a real leg rest with extendable footrest. There's both USB and full power. There's a small built-in area for drinks, as well as a table that starts as a cocktail table before folding out into a full table. I frankly don't have anything negative to say about the seat. Oh, there was a stain on my tray, but that's it, honestly. We were given a hot towel, and I was addressed by name, rare for Premium Economy, by a wonderful gentleman, and my meal order was taken. As we were about to push back, they started the Air New Zealand safety video. Air New Zealand's safety videos are legendary, sometimes even controversial. As this flight was at the height of summer, we were shown the Summer of Safety video that debuted in 2016. Or at least that was the plan. Here's what actually happened. They tried it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, no sound. Finally, they decided to do it live.
No. We'll do it live! F it!
We ended up taking off an hour and 17 minutes late. Flying time was 3 hours and 14 minutes at 36,000 feet. Service began with a glass of sparkling New Zealand wine, which, like all New Zealand wine, was excellent. It was refilled multiple times without asking. Air New Zealand exclusively carries New Zealand wine, though there are some foreign wines in business class. Did you know Air New Zealand is actually the world's largest consumer of New Zealand wine in the world? There was a choice of eggs and oatmeal, and I went for the eggs. The breakfast looked deceptively simple, just some eggs, sausage, potatoes, and a roasted tomato, served with a croissant, fruit, and a yogurt. Similar enough to what I just had on American in economy. But it was good. Very good. Indeed, nearly as good as the gold standard so far, the breakfast I'd had on Turkish. Not quite there, but damn close. Results speak for themselves. What about the in-flight Wi-Fi or entertainment? Oh, the Wi-Fi is free. No, not just for business class. Not just for premium economy. For everyone. Wow, seriously. Well, they must throttle it or ban some applications, right? Yes, you can't video or VoIP call. But texting? Stream music or YouTube? Yep, as much as you want. Technically, it said it was a 3G connection and shared by everyone, but I had no trouble streaming YouTube videos. This is crazy good. I applauded Turkish for having this in business class, but for everyone, I just can't praise it enough. Oh look, here's some flight review channel where the guy thinks he's pretty funny. I think you should check it out. Have you seen all these videos? Bet you haven't. And if you're really awesome, you'll subscribe. The movie selection was quite extensive, and there's even a guide on how to use all the features of the seat. The moving map was similar to that on KLM but didn't rotate. Still, you could click on various points of interest. There was no external camera. The lavatories are fun on Air New Zealand as well. The one on my side had a chandelier painted on the wall. How classy. As we finished our trip across the ditch, which sounds funny by the way, though we do say across the pond to get to Europe, service concluded with the usual Air New Zealand candy. We touched down in Sydney around 11 AM local time, and taking the airport link to downtown, I was seeing the sights and basking in the glorious sun of Bondi Beach in no time. So Air New Zealand's premium economy on the 777. It was excellent. Fantastic. The food, wine, seat, and crew were all top-notch, and the free Wi-Fi was just the icing on the cake. I've only reviewed one other premium economy product on this channel, Americans on the 787, and this is miles better. I'd absolutely love to fly this on my next flight to or from New Zealand. Just don't mess this up, Air New Zealand, please. You have a wonderful airline, fantastic employees, and some of the best food and wine in the sky. And there's increasing competition both trans-Tasman as well as to North America, with Fiji, Air Tahiti Nui, American, United, and Air Canada. Right now you have a wonderful premium economy product, and I believe a great economy product as well. But if you join the race to the bottom, you'll lose everything that makes Air New Zealand so beloved in the first place. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click that button and please subscribe for many more flight reviews to come. I'll see you on the next one.